All right, all right. So I did get cut off there, but like I was saying, we're trying to go from this form, which was really nice, slope intercept, to this one, standard form. Well, this is actually really nice because look, 0x, well, 0 times anything just goes away, right? That goes away, so I'm just left with y equals -6. And I'm done. Why? Because look, there's no ax because it just went away because it was 0 times x. So this goes away because I don't need it. The coefficient of y was just 1 because it's there. It's the 1y. And the -6 stayed on the right side because, well, that was a constant. So that's your equation. So here we get y equals -6. Now they want you to find the values. Well, again, we just talked about this. Do we have a value for x? No, so it was 0. What is the value of b? Well, again, looking at this paper here, the coefficient of y is just 1 because we had 1y that stayed there. So b is going to be 1. And lastly, the constant that stayed on the right side was a -6. So my b is 1 and my c was a -6. There it is. Problem number 10. A school is having a talent show to raise money for new band supplies. It is expected that 200 students and 160 adults will attend. It will cost $300 to put on a talent show. Answer the following parts. All right, so again, we're given a lot of information. 200 students, 160 adults. So if you're doing this on a piece of paper or you're taking notes or you're writing this in your notebook, again, we should probably start off with that. So I know it's 200 students, 160 adults, and it costs $300 to put on the talent show, right? That says, let X be the price of the student tickets. All right, so X is the price of a student. Let Y be the price of an adult, right? Y be the price for adult. What is the equation that describes the total ticket prices that can be set for student and adults to raise 1,300? Right? So I want to raise 1,300. Right? So again, here, be very careful, right? Don't just fall into this and start trying to make your own equation right away. You have to be able to understand what you're reading and vice versa. So what happened? Well, we're trying to get a talent show, right? We're trying to raise money, right? So what do we know so far? Well, we know that student money coming in from students and money coming in from adults plus money spent, and I want to raise, I apologize, I'm writing at an angle, but the amount of money from students and the amount of money coming from adults plus the money I spent, right? And what I want to do, I want to raise 1,300, right? So looking at this, well, what do we know about students? Do we know how many students we have? Yeah, there's 200 students. Do we know how much each ticket is? And the answer was no, but it says, hey, let X be the price of each student. So it's 200 times X because it's X dollars per student. And we have 200 students. And we can see this is a plus. A money coming in from adult. Well, how do we find the money coming in from adult? Well, it's 160 adults. And how much is each ticket? Well, I don't know, but I know it's a variable Y. Right? Again, it's 160 adults, and each adult ticket has a price of Y. So it's 160 times that price. Now remember, plus the amount spent. I already spent some money, right? Right? How much did I spend? It's 300. But notice I'm going to put this as a negative. Why is it negative? Well, if you guys remember, actually from chapter 2, if we're spending on the car wash problem, if we're spending something, we're actually lost money. We're already in the negatives. See, again, here, this is money that I already spent out of my pocket. So now here, I want to raise 1,300. So I now need to get to 1,300. Now, obviously, this is not in standard form because, again, in standard form, we have ax plus by is equal to c. We're actually almost there. Look, ax is already there. By is already there. But now I need to get rid of this. How do I get rid of this negative 300? Well, I'm going to add 300. And there it is. 200x plus 160y is equal to 1,600. 200x plus 160y. Now again, be very careful. They're trying to trick you here, right? This is 1,300, but remember, they're not taking into account the amount of money you spent to start the talent show. So be very careful, guys. Be very careful. Now they want you to graph it. Well, it's actually pretty easy. Again, we don't have to solve for y. We can actually just find our x and y intercepts, which should take us a whole 10 seconds, right? So remember, to find the x-intercept, we let y equal 0. And to find the y-intercept, we let x equal 0. So again, I apologize for any little crooked. There's the equation. So in the first part, to get the x-intercept, let y equal 0. So I have 200x plus 160 times 0 is equal to 1,600. This goes away because we're multiplying by 0. So I have 200x equals 1,600. Divide both sides by 200. So x is equal to 8. To find the y-intercept, let x equal 0. So here we have 200 times 0 plus 160 y is equal to 1,600. That goes away because 200 times 0 is 200. So it's 160y equals 1,600. Divide both sides by 160. Y is equal to 10. Remember, these are coordinate points. 0, 10, 8, 0. Right? So there it is. My x-intercept is 8. My y-intercept is 10. So there it is. So my x-intercept is 8. My y-intercept is 10. And there it is. Now here they want us to find 3 possible solutions. So remember, don't forget, this is all going back to, do you understand what you're doing? It's not just math, right? So remember, we're trying to raise money from putting a talent show, right? So this was the equation. We know 200 kids are going. I'm sorry, let's do this one. 200 students are going at X dollars and 160 adults are going at Y dollars. I want and need $1,600. So these are the 2 prices that'll give me $1,600. If I charge students and only students $8, right? Then if no adult goes, I can get the 1,600 just with the 16 or the 200 students. That's what this is saying over here, but for adults. If no kids go, only the 160 adults go, I'll make that money just charging the adults $10. And again, because we graphed it, now we can look for the other point. So again, we just said this is $8 per student. This is $10 per adult. So here it is student tickets, $10. No. Student ticket, $8. Oh man. All right. So this one, I guess we're going to have to go over here and look Three possible solutions for our line. Let me see. So here, just figure out the points that are on the line. So we have 4 for students and 6 for adults. Or I'm sorry, it's 7. 4 and 7. 4 for students, 5 for adults. Okay, I don't know what they're doing here, but let me see. 10, 8, 4, and 5. It's not this one. It can't be this because that point is not on it, right? When student tickets are 10, adult tickets. 160 and 8. Let's see this one. When student tickets are $1.60, $8. That seems to match. Look, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 160 is somewhere in the middle. That looks like about $8. So 160 and 8 would be a good candidate here. 7 and 240. When student tickets are $7, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Students, 1 and change. Student tickets, adult tickets, 4 and 5. 4 and 5. That one does seem to work. I'm pretty sure it's this one. So again, all this is going is just going off the graph. Make sure you're looking at those coordinate points. So again, it's 160 and 8. So make sure that that point is on the graph. All right. And there it is. Problem number 11. Hey, these are probably the easier ones. So here we're given y equals 2x plus 9. This is the really nicest way we can get this and transform this into a standard form. So remember, anytime we want to go from slope intercept to standard, y equals mx plus b to ax plus by is equal to c. Again, don't be confused with a, b, c, y, and b, right? These are different formats. That is why we have different variables. But the only key difference is that, notice the difference. My y is on the left side. Here, my y is on the left side of the equal sign. So that is good. But look at what changed. Mx here is on the right side. Ax should be on the left side. So look, to go from here, how do I get this 2x to the left side? I subtract it. So I get y equals 2x plus 9. I subtract 2x from both sides. 2x minus 2x cancels, giving me the 9 on the right side. Now here, following the format, ax plus by. And there it is. Notice how just by doing that simple step, the 2x taking it to the left side, I converted this into a standard form. Negative 2x plus y equals 9. All right, and then I'll finish up the last one in the next video.